I've got so many friends I've made through supporting the club. I met my husband supporting Southend. It's part of the town. I think all big towns, obviously we're a city now, need a football club.
For more than a century, this has been the weekend routine. But for how much longer?
£3, sir. Thank you.
Because Southend United could soon be out of business. Supporters blame financial mismanagement. The chairman cites legacy debt and says the future is bright. But Southend faces a winding up order next week. This may have been their last ever home match.
Unfortunately, football clubs have always been rich people's playthings, and it always will be the case unless something dramatically happens, and hopefully Parliament will be doing something about it soon. We need to see that white paper, we need to see what goes on.
That has come today with the government announcing a new independent regulator to oversee the men's game following a fan-led review in 2021. The new regulator will ensure clubs have a sound financial business model, introduce a new owners and directors test to protect clubs from mismanagement, and stop clubs joining breakaway leagues like the European Super League.
Their main primary function will be to ensure that clubs are sustainable, that there is stability within the pyramid, but also, really crucially, fans have a say.
But a regulator does not close the huge gulf between the very top and the rest, like here at Forest Green in League One. For now, the redistribution of funds is still down to a deal decided between the Premier League and the English Football League. The regulator only has backstop powers.
But I don't think you'd ever expect to see it kind of levelled or anything like that. I just think that there's a lot more money that could come out of the Premier League without really being noticed, that would make the kind of sums that would make a really big difference.
You want the regulator having more power or the ability to try and sort out that redistribution?
Well, I think if we have a regulator, they should have power to do just about everything. Salary caps, so that you don't have the distortion of let's call them oil states in the Premier League, buying success and that kind of stuff.
The Premier League says it's crucial a regulator doesn't affect its global appeal. But when it comes to the new owners test, would it have stopped the Saudi takeover of Newcastle United, or had a say in the Qatari bid to buy Manchester United?
Obviously, it's not appropriate for me to talk about specific individual cases, but generally what will happen is the regulator will identify exactly who owns that club, and that individual will have to pass the fit and proper persons test.
Critics also point to the delay, the white paper coming 2 years after the proposed European Super League, with another version of that elite competition already being discussed.
How soon does he think we can get a bill passed and an independent regulator up and running? These are important and fundamental questions, and football fans have waited long enough.
I accept that time has been taken, but it is important to put on record that these are not simple matters.
And what about this being red wall politics, an easy win for a government needing to shore up support in key constituencies? Does it go against Conservative principles, this idea of more regulation?
Yeah, well, obviously...
It doesn't seem like a Conservative principle, does it, in some ways?
Well, the thing is, of course, you can argue, this is against a free market, but a free market assumes that everyone has equal access and equal resources.
As fans across the country welcome this new era, Southend United supporters know it could be far too late. Whatever happens to this club next week, it will serve as another reminder of why a regulator has long been needed. We hope it doesn't come to that, but what happens if this club is no longer here?
It'll be absolutely heartbreaking. Absolutely heartbreaking. I can't put into words how distraught it would be, how I would be, all the other fans would be. It's just dreadful what's gone on. Absolutely dreadful.